Hello, everybody. This is Glitch Reaper. This is Crazycraft. And this is a crazy tall tower that I'm about to be doing an incredibly crazy maneuver to deal with it. Why is it doing this? Didn't I get the stuff? Do I have to pull it off the ground instead? This doesn't seem right. I did the phantoms. Okay. I'll go ahead. Well, maybe? Maybe there's something about the progression that's broken here. Okay, yeah. Yep. Oh. Oh, huh. There must have been a hidden pedestal that I totally bypassed. That whole thing. I knew that place was glitched. There's something. So there was a pedestal somewhere that I was supposed to use. It just did not have it, and I somehow got through it. Did this hammer let me bypass an entire shield, or did the shield fail? I don't even know. Oh well, that just gives me more of a reason to, I mean, well, could I even really, can I smash through here regardless? Well, let me see if I can even hit it from here. I want to make sure I can actually get up and down, because this is going to be crazy. Wow. That looked cool. Settle down, game. I know I just like totally made you freak out. Oh my gosh. Don't look at it. Don't look at it, and it should settle down. Oh my gosh, that was epic. Well, that's an interesting answer to my question. I didn't know if this was screwed up, if Mjolnir was breaking through barriers, but that Goblin Knight stronghold just apparently just messed up on its own. Oh my gosh, that is beyond hilarious. Because this one's like working perfectly fine, and it prevents me from using Mjolnir at it. Oh my gosh, it's kind of its own degree of awesome. Okay, I'm just gonna bypass this whole thing, because apparently if this whole thing's gonna be screwed up, I'm just gonna have to manually correct. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Now, the thing about moving mode with your hammer is, well, this hammer, is that it allows you to also negate falling damage. So, if I go up the central shaft, or as close as I can, then I should be able to land there, not take any fall damage, and face the Ur-Ghastly, and then maybe, if it allows me to progress downward. I don't think it will. I think I need to find some way to correct this. Like maybe go to another Goblin Knight stronghold or something and do that thing that I was originally supposed to do. Uh, yeah, this whole situation is funny. So I guess that force field over at the other area was because of the progression system? I don't even know. But again, I'm gonna do this the funner way, because I kind of already originally thought I was gonna fly up this using Mjolnir's movement mode and beat the Ur-Ghastly, but then I thought I was going to progress downward. But if this structure is sealed this way, I won't be able to do a reverse run like I was thinking. I'll just be able to take on the Ur-Ghastly. Oh well, whatever. I'll just go for it. Okay, here goes nothing. Dun 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 dun. Let me up. Let me up. Let me up. Not over there. Whee! Up. Ups and downs. Hi, Ur-Ghastly. This is gonna be the freakiest fight ever. This is gonna be the freakiest Ur-Ghast fight I have ever had. Because the sky is just... Almost missed that. It's HP. And I haven't even hit one of them yet. This guy is a huge target. No wonder the Wither always pummels this thing. It's just a giant bullseye. I mean, you know I'm here, but you can't seem to do anything about it. Of course, I did merge some bows, so this one has power 4. So it is dealing damage. Admittedly, though, did take every last level I had to do it. It's like a perfect 26 out of 26. Oh, only 250 HP. Why was I getting the idea this thing had 500? Oh, whiffed. Double shot. Come over here. Over here, pummel. Wow, that was just a streak. Okay, which way are you flying? Over here? I didn't even think that last one was gonna hit. Oh, wrong shot. This guy's hitbox, however, is just enormous, so it is easy to shoot. Just grab yourself a big bow and keep firing. And that's game. That's a whole new celebration. Throwing your disc in the air like you just do not care. Okay. Can I reach this from here? Oh no! Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the? I'm being attacked. Okay. After that. Because I know this thing counts as neutral damage. There's like very little chance it would have that issue. Okay, so I've got a chest somewhere in that Goblin Knight stronghold I cannot retrieve. And I've got this one here that I cannot retrieve because of this whole thing. Yeah. This is... I shall eat meat just to laugh in your face. Funny magic. Nom 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 nom. Meef. Okay, I think I've got an idea of how to fix this, but I'm not sure. This is weird. Now, admittedly, I can go down some of the structure, but I mean, could I even open one of these doors, or does it not let me? Nope. Okay, okay, okay. That doesn't even work. This super works. Oh my gosh. What is... this is got to be one of the weirdest things. I'm going to take a marvelous leap off the side. And it is going to be cool. You can even accelerate yourself downward with this thing. Ah, That is weird. Um, that was like a whole other level of new weird. Um, okay. Um, eh, getting away from that mess. Okay. Well, while I'm in moving mode, yeah, I can still destroy things with it, so that's good. For a while, I thought that I was having issues, but no, it's just that freakiness over there. Um, okay. So let me leave properly. I think I can leave from the leaves. I don't think it does weird stuff. Um, okay. But yeah, it shows you can fly to the top of a dark tower without more. I mean, come on. Oh, I just love this hammer. It's not even used half its charge. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. However, I did use a boatload of arrows. Okay, so actually, let me do a really cool dismount first to the base of things. Okay, a cool dismount has been engaged. I think I know where I am actually, because this whole thing was actually even closer to my starting point than I thought, because this is pretty close to my starting point, and for the Twilight Forest. I mean, that's a witch house, so I know I've got like a future coven member there and everything. So that was that. More meef. I did not require the moss pie as much as I thought I was going to. But, yeah. Okay, let me see here. Oh yeah, that's right, I left it in movement mode. Okay, going to sundown to recharge my hammer. If you keep this thing charged, it's just ridiculous. But yeah, might want to go over a few things of which I have done in between otherwise. Some of which involve the Twilight Forest, a little off camera, but not too, well, a few cool things have happened. Very cool things, in fact. So, after I recharge my hammer, I will go back to my usual home point. I know I could teleport there with my hammer because I have it set, but I think this will be best doing the classic in and out method. So, yeah. Oh, one thing I did do that's very important that I can show here. This is an oxygen compressor. I've been doing some tech stuff, building up for Galacticraft, and I think I mentioned the electric compressor before, at least I think so. But this is an oxygen compressor. It's able to accumulate from nearby trees. So I'm actually multitasking it here because these trees are some of them that I'll be using for witchery because I'll need like their saplings and stuff. But they also provide oxygen, so I got this working, and yes, it does connect to my tower from this distance. I thought that was amazing. This thing has more reach than I first thought. I mean, seriously? It connected from that far away? I'm going to have to read to see what the actual distances that can connect, because that seems pretty intense. But getting an oxygen compressor requires some compressed steel, and then things get, and some compressed aluminum, but then things get progressively more complicated because you have all these other various parts, like the oxygen concentrator, which requires a tin canister, compressed tin, compressed steel, an oxygen vent. The tin canister itself requires 10 ingots. You've also got the fact that these oxygen vents require compressed steel and compressed tin. You've got the oxygen fan requiring a basic wafer, redstone, dust, some more compressed steel, and you also need a tin canister. But yeah, those things all put together kind of, well, there was also, I already showed the pandas, right? But anyhow, all that kind of went together to make this little thing here. And the thing is, there's no spot to put your actual oxygen tank in here. You need to pipe the oxygen. So doing that's going to be easy. I just haven't done it yet. I just need some glass panes to get oxygen pipes. I'll need to create the oxygen compressor, because the oxygen compressor, in addition to doing other things, will in fact help you load oxygen from internal storage into an oxygen tank. So you basically pump the oxygen from here over to there. Well, you don't have to pump it, it just goes through the pipe naturally. You don't have to have like an actively pumped pipe or anything like that. But as I'm doing this Galacticraft stuff in the background, it's gotten more, it'll get more and more complicated over time. I haven't even got my NASA workbench yet. Well, that reminds me, what goes into that thing? Because I know that I'll need to do that at some point. So I should probably look that up. Let's see. NASA. Yeah, there's literally only a few things with that name. Okay. Press steel, a couple of levers, redstone torch, crafting table, advanced wafer. Okay. Let me see. Need to use the diamond cup. Okay, so I'll only get one at a time, so that's something to know. At least I have all the stuff to get that, so it won't be that hard for me to get the NASA workbench later and other stuff for it, because it seemed to me one of the more complicated things was, in fact, the oxygen. The oxygen. Wait, what? Just yep. Hey, I didn't mean to say E that way. Hello. Collector. That was it. The collector. Okay. Anyhow, I'll show some other things I was doing that's a bit different. So let's zip through here and fly quickly because I know somebody's onto me. At least they were whenever I entered. Okay. Oh, there he is. I knew that skeleton was after me. Kept getting shot while I was trying to go in. Hello? You will all be part of the show. Don't worry. Landing. Okay. Now I may properly... Whoa. Super lag. Literally landed right in the middle of a lag storm. Guess that does happen on occasion. Hello, Mr. Holding my door open. Why am I stuck in this door? That's weird. Hello? Let me through my door? Other things are happening. Why isn't it not letting me in? Is it not knowing where the door is? The door's glitched. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna... I can just fly over. It's just a little weird that the door seems to decide suddenly not to know how to door. Let's see if the other door knows how to door. Hey, back door. Learn from the front door. Better. What is up with that door? Okay. Let's go over a few things, of which I've done in between. Including, of course, accumulating a ton of feathers as usual. Okay, where are you? Out of this crowd. Sometimes it's hard to track them. Ah, here we are. We have the first golden Chocobo. Finally got one. Yes, and no, that's not the name that he... This is not the name of which he came with. Oh, he's stuck in the thing. Hello. Get down. There we go. Yeah, I named him Quago, because this is actually the name I gave my first otherwise unnamed Chocobo ever in Final Fantasy. Because they always go Quay. So I'm like, Quago! And, well, I was also thinking that, hey, where'd the Quago? Because that's used to how I used to... It's how I used to think a song was going. I used to, like, hear it weird, and I thought it at least sounded vaguely like where'd the Quago? And I'm like, okay. So here's where my Quago. Now, you may note I gave this place a ceiling. Because I was getting tired of them escaping, and I thought part of it was due to them literally walking over the fence, because some of them have an ability to do that. They can climb because they have, like, extreme step assist. Like, really extreme. Like, some of them can hop over 5+ blocks. So I'm thinking it's probably them literally just going over the fence. So at some point I will take my golden Chocobo Quago with me, and yeah, I just swapped out equipment from one of them to the other. I just did that whole drop gear thing. Very convenient. I admit that I really like that. I have a lot of things pretty much at the same level as I did before. A lot of things just canceled out. Uh, at least I don't have to worry about this. Oh, that reminds me, I need to go back to the Wyvern lair at some point and see if I can find something that will actually drop me their eggs. That is part of how that should have went, but it did not go. And then they just like evacuated for some reason. I really hope that's not because the respawning might be bugged. Because that would be weird, because there's always some that like show up initially. And if it's that the respawning isn't working, I am perplexed. Okay, plastic bag. I need to put these away and get some new ones. I do have one that is reusable that I did get. And this is very special because I got myself a Comet Kitty. So, story time as to how I got this Comet Kitty. I went back to the Twilight Forest and went to that general area. Wrong one. Okay, so what I did is I took myself a lead and a fence. And I ran after the Comet Kitty as fast as I could. Lassoed it with this lead, put down a fence, tied it to the fence, and then I just stood at the very edge with some fish. And then I waited for it to come to me, tamed the kitty, and now I have a Comet Kitty. So this is how this happened. So apparently they do not despawn, but they can wander very far, because I could have sworn this Comet Kitty was like well over 100 blocks away from the site of landing. And Comet Kitties have helmets on! Yeah, they're space cats! So we have a space cat! Oh, if I only had some leftover levels from that whole thing, I would totally grant you, like, you know. Oh wait, I may have levels. I think they may have gotten hidden by that whole thing, so I need to get some experience somehow. Hold on to that thought, Cat. I think I may actually have some experience from the Ur-Ghastly. Just need to do at least something worth experience. So, oh, and I also need to, wrong thing, that's where I'm putting that stuff. My collection of caught creatures. This one's extra special. I might actually put that more in my witchery spot, because they do things. Okay, I need to just fish out of somewhere, or do something otherwise worth experience for like one thing. And then I will be able to get my levels back, because I almost forgot that that dimension does that weird thing where it like temporarily doesn't know where your levels are. It's like so weird. I mean, why does that glitch exist in the first place? I know it used to be more of a thing with the end. There's some modded dimensions to do the same thing. It's like, why? Why do you do it that way? I do not know. I need to continue fishing again anyhow, because I kind of lost some of my fishing stuff from before somehow. I think I may have had it in the backpacks before I had to remove that mod. Adventure backpacks. And upon closer inspection, I do not have enough experience for this. Oh! I really thought I did. Oh, my gosh. How did I just not have enough experience? Like, seriously. I thought I got more than that from the Ur-Ghastly. Or did I? Oh, that's right. I took him out off the edge and then the thing popped in the middle. Okay. Now I know why that happened. I don't have enough to name the kitty. I was gonna name the cat. I have name tags. Partially because I did separate them from my other fishing stuff before the whole incident. So those are in the clear. You don't need name tags for them, and you can't really use name tags permanently on Lycanized mobs, so always just go with whatever name that I'm applying to them, because that's just the way it is. At least until way further versions of Lycanites, where he finally corrected that problem. So, yeah. Okay, so, you know, I'm feeling like I need to cheer up. What I need to do is I need to go to the Wyvern lair, and see if I can do that thing. So I'm going to go to the Wyvern lair. gotta name these things special because of the way this works. It only has like so many letters you can use. As I want a wyvern. This thing has plenty of looting on it. It should make it easier to get those eggs. Okay, I saw the bunny. I have Meef. And I have this hammer. So how about round whatever? I think this is just round 2 though. I think this is only the second time I've been in here. Like, period. I am seeing nothing but bunnies. Okay, okay, it is retaining being on normal. Again, this pack does reset, so I need to absolutely make sure that it is not stuck on easy again. Well, it's not ever stuck on easy. The locking feature was only later in like 1.8 anyhow. So it's not even possible for it to be stuck on the wrong one permanently. And how would it even do that if it was unlocked anyhow? I'm still very concerned about this whole wyvern thing. I may have to force the issue with that spawner-like thing again, the sound emitter. I may have to tell it to make me some wyverns. That would be a bit awkward, because I came to this dimension for them, and I can't even find them. Maybe if I go super high up and then come down. Because I know there's some areas that may be able to apply for spawning them. Kind of. Because I'm wondering if they might be able to spawn on clouds. I mean, it is a transparent block, so it probably wouldn't apply, but I mean, it's a surface. Okay, now I'm going to do a quick drop. Still nothing. Oh, come on. I had the weirdest little experience today with that Ur-Ghastly. And so it's not letting me have my loot. So I'm a little upset about that. And now I'm not getting my wyvern eggs. I mean, seriously. I mean, could you give a can you give a dimensional witch a bone here? Please? Okay. Well, if I have trouble with the next thing, which being locked out, then, I mean, I could theoretically correct that whole other thing, maybe? I'm not 100% sure if I can do that or not. There might be. I'm trying to remember if there's a way to trick the progression system back into working. Because again, it's been a while since I've been in Twilight Forest in 1.7.10. So I think I've got a plan. I'll have to force it, but I think I've got a plan. I do have other things I can explore. I know one of my scouts told me where an abandoned mineshaft was. That was nice. I know that I can do witchery for a while I'm trying to figure out this whole Twilight Forest thing. And there's other mods I can explore too. Like, I could definitely like focus more on the actual progression of Galacticraft more heavily rather than just doing it in the background slowly. I can also like do some dinosaur stuff maybe, because I know that I have the things I need for it, and I know what I'm looking to do most actually. Although I don't really have like a built-up area to contain them entirely. That would be a problem because some dinos really smash through blocks. Although it would depend, of course, it would be up to me to actually spawn them in first. Because that's how it works. Like, you recreate them as an egg, you have the egg on the ground, keep it all nice and warm, let it hatch, let them imprint on you if possible, etc. Although it does depend on the dino. And not all of them break blocks. So if I'm very careful, I could do it with only minimal containment at first. And reserve the big guns for the big ones. Like T-Rex and Spinosaurus. Oh gosh. They have been known to smash things. Also, seriously, Triceratops. And Brachiosaurus, anything less than half its eye height usually gets crushed. So you gotta give it a really tall wall. Again, there is like nothing, no joy here when it comes to wyverns. What is up with this? Okay. I'm gonna give in on this one and say I'm gonna have to use the sound emitter. I'm trying to avoid using it too terribly much because it does require what's in essence a non-renewable resource. Although, admittedly, I do have a way around that problem. It will require a ton more resources though, and I'll have to look into it because it's very, very complicated. In fact, let me see here. Let's see. Drill, I think is the way this goes. Wait, there might be another alternate? I'm gonna have to, because this looks like stuff from Tech Guns. I was gonna look for stuff from Minecraft Reloaded. Yeah, here's the thing I was thinking of, the laser drill. Okay, because this thing is really complicated. It has not only that, but it also has these pre-charges and stuff. You need to get this pink slime crystal, which is very difficult to get, because to get this pink slime thing, you have to do some weird steps to do it, where you involve like grinding up mobs to get pink slime, and then you spawn in an actual pink slime, and then you get the pink slime balls, and it goes very, very crazy. And that's like the rarest, most tricky component of this whole thing. Now, the other stuff isn't really that bad. Like, this one only requires a factory machine block, some diamonds, and, you know, like regular stuff you get from Mine Factory Reloaded. This is the one that requires an extraneous component that is absolutely ridiculous. Now, you require a lot of these. You need to connect them up. You need to power it up. It's a very special multi-block. The big thing is just getting this pink slime. I'll have to look back into that, because it's been quite some time since I've done, like, classic Mine Factory Reloaded. So this is something I'm just really rusty at. I've never gone as far as to actually do the drill precharger. I mean, and the drill and the laser drill and all that jazz. So I need to look into it because I need to do some research. But that would make almost any ore renewable because it literally just pulls them out of the void, literally. And that would be beautiful to do in some of the areas I've got. Because look at this dimension here. It's a Sky Island type dimension, and so is the End, and so is Sunset dimension. And so is like the ether. So I've got options of where to put it, like seriously good options. But I need to remember how in the world to do this whole pink slime thing to get that crystal, because that's a little ridiculous. In fact, wait, wasn't there something else you could do with that other than that, or is that literally the only thing it's reserved for? That's literally the only purpose it has, is to do this, and it just gates the whole thing and annoys you just for that one thing. To which I say, admittedly, with how powerful it is, fair enough. But I need to look that up, because I know, again, I'm more into things whenever they're fully renewable. There are some things I kind of give a little traction to because and let them happen, because I know that I can do renewable options at least, and that I can often get the stuff whenever I'd like it. Are you the one jamming my door? Why is my door this glitched on only the back door? This is still very wild. Hi, kitty. I'm home. I'll name you something specific later. I'm very partial to Space Cat. I know it sounds general, but it also sounds kind of cool. Of course, what I'm really curious about is, can I use you as a familiar? Oh, I'd love to use you as a familiar. Otherwise, I'll find some more Space Cats and breed a new cat for a familiar, because I think I can find more of you. It just will take some luck. Just pure luck. Oh well. Hey, are you considered full grown now? Let me see. Is there any... Okay. I think you're considered... Yeah, I think you're considered full grown now. So that means that I get to do something. I get to give you a new home. It... And okay, Robbie, you'll be getting the well, I don't know. I mean, this was what I was originally thinking to put you into this house to replace whoever was there before, but I'm starting to think maybe you can be a Chocobo rancher. Want to ranch Chocobos? Because I can, you can like totally be over here and like take care of the Chocobos, okay? So you take care of these Chocobos, Robbie, and everything should be fine. Okay, now we have an official Chocobo caretaker. Willa, I gave her son Robbie a job. He's taking care of the Chocobos now. Which is very important because I finally got that gold one I've been looking for. And I'm going to be very proud of, well, the Chocobos and him. I think this is just a good situation to say, yes, we have done it. Okay, well, enough of that. This has been quite a run here. So, I'll be logging off for now. Hope to hear from y'all later. And bye for now, everybody.